Hey guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. So my name is Caitlin, or also known as Crunch by Kate on most social media platforms. But I just want to start this new series on my YouTube channel to give women advice on their fitness journey and help them just make those gains in the gym. I am a online fitness coach, so I speak to a lot of women daily and I see the same reoccurring problems every single day. So I feel like I'm very versed in what you guys are experiencing, and obviously I have the knowledge to help you guys get over that hump. So I am here today we're going to dispel myths, and we are going to talk about the 5 things that I notice most that are holding you guys back from gaining to your full potential. Let's get into it. So this list is in no particular order. Everything I'm going to say is equally as important. So number 1, you lack consistency. So you might be super motivated for about 2 weeks to a month. You're showing up for yourself. You're in this great groove, but then you miss a day and then everything just goes to shit. You fall off and you just lose all of your consistency. So the key is you want to set yourself up for success in the beginning. And the way to do that, number 1, is you want to have a sustainable routine. So if you just jump into working out with no prior experience and you suddenly go like 5 days a week, that's not sustainable over time, right? So you want to start off by going like 2 to 3 days a week. Once you start crushing 3 days a week, move yourself up to 4. Once you start crushing 4 days a week, move yourself up to 5. So you want to be able to have a workout plan that is sustainable for you and throw yourself into it over time. You don't want to do it all in the beginning because you're not going to be able to finish that in the long run. Another very important thing that's going to help you stay consistent is you establishing your why. So before you even get into the gym and into a routine of going, you want to set yourself up for a successful mindset. So you want to think about exactly like why you're doing this. And I don't want you to just do this because, oh, you want gains, you want a slim waist, like all those kind of things. When you have superficial reasons filling your journey, when it gets hard, that's not enough to push you to keep going. So I need you to dig a little deeper and think about like, what is this fitness journey going to do for me? So when I gain these extra pounds, like how will that make me feel on a day-to-day basis? How will that improve the quality of my life? What would that feel? How would that make my confidence improve? Just things like that. So you need to dig a little deeper and find out exactly why you want to be on this fitness journey and not just for superficial reasons. Number 2, you don't have a clear plan. There's literally no better way than setting yourself for failure than going to the gym without a plan. So once you get to the gym, if you don't like have a plan when you go in there, you didn't write anything down, you didn't write the workout that you're going to go with, you literally go in there, and I know everyone's been there, you do that like awkward like wandering around the gym, like looking at different machines, trying to scope out like what you're doing, try to remember those exercises you saw on TikTok last night. You end up just really wasting majority of your time walking around the gym trying to figure out what to do. So in order to be successful and to maximize your time in the gym, you need to have a plan when you go. So the night before, an hour before, I don't care how much time in advance, but before you walk into that gym, you need to write out all the exercises you plan to do with specific sets and reps, and you can maximize your time and maximize your gains. Number 3, you're lacking programming. So not only do you not have a plan, but when you do show up, you just kind of do random exercises every time that don't really make any sense. Every time I'm on consultation calls with women applying to my program, I always ask them like, what were you doing before you reached out to me and got help? And they always say, oh, I would just get to the gym and pull up Instagram or TikTok and just find someone's page and just do their workouts. Not only is that what is killing you guys' gains, you literally need consistency in your programming. You can't just do a different person's workout every time, because not only do they have a different body than you, different goals than you, but everybody trains differently. So you keep doing these random exercises, bits and pieces every single day. It's nonsense. You're not going to get anywhere. You need clear and consistent programming to get gains. So I highly advise newcomers in the gym to get help with programming so they can learn how to create a workout and so they can know what a sufficient workout is. But if you're not in the position to invest in yourself, then when you go to the gym and you create your own program, you need to make sure that you're focusing on compound lifts every single time, and you want to do those at the beginning of your workouts. So the 3 big compound lifts is bench, squat, and deadlift. So once you do those, you can then add the accessory movements and the dumbbell movements after that, but you really want to get those compound lifts in every single time. And not only do you need a program, but you need a program that progresses. So getting into number 4 is, I bet you are not lifting heavy enough. You need to be consistently lifting heavier and pushing yourself every single time you're in the gym. I know everybody's like, oh, I want this toned look, I want this sculpted look. Tone simply means we want muscles. So in order to have muscles, you have to build muscles. And in order to build muscles, you need to lift weights. And I'm not talking about 7 pounds, 10 pounds. You need to be lifting heavy weights consistently every time you show up to the gym. And no, this is not going to make you look manly. This is literally what's going to give you that look you're going for. And the reason you haven't got that look you're going for is because you are not lifting those weights. So my rule of thumb to figure out if you're lifting heavy enough is if after you do your last 2 reps, if you're not struggling to get them up, if you're not breaking form to get your last 2 reps up, it's too light. If you feel like after your last rep you can go for 2 to 3 more, it's too light. You need to be pushing yourself towards failure every single rep. Like, you don't need to show up and just do 3 sets of 10 every time you come. No, 10 might not be adequate for you. We need to be in that lower rep range, and we need to be pushing yourself to be lifting heavy every time. And like I said, you need to be progressing. So you shouldn't be staying at the same weights for like over 2 weeks. You need to be pushing yourself and consistently lifting heavier. You can also apply progressive overload in other ways than lifting heavier. You can increase your reps, you can increase your sets, or you can increase your time under tension, and that just means holding a position for longer. So like, let's say you do pause squats instead of regular squats. But either way, you need to be lifting heavy. There's no way around it, and that's probably the #1 reason why you're not seeing any improvements. And my last reason number 5, that you're not seeing gains is because you're not prioritizing your recovery. So in this video, I'm only going to touch on protein and sleep because I don't want this to be too long. So number 1, if you are someone that is looking to gain muscle, you need to be sleeping for more than 8 hours a night. So I know you probably go to bed at 1 o'clock and then wake up at 6 a.m., 7 a.m. Babes, that's not going to cut it. It's just not. Sleep is important because that's when your body resets itself and that's when your muscles recover. So if you're not getting sleep, not only are you setting yourself up for injury, but your body literally cannot grow that muscle because it doesn't have time to rest and build. And then on the protein side, protein not only it helps you feel fuller longer, so it reduces the chances of you overeating throughout the day, but it promotes a lean muscle mass. So we want to get bigger and want to grow, but we don't want the fat to come along with it. So protein helps you get lean muscle mass, and then that also helps with recovery in your muscles, because every time you lift and work out, your body creates, or your muscles create, small rips and tears in them. So the protein helps aid in the recovery of muscle, and that's also what helps your muscles grow. So let's say you want to weigh 140 pounds, you need to be consuming 1 pound or 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if you're trying to hit that 140, you need to be consuming 140 grams of protein every single day. Just general rule of thumb, 1 gram of protein per 1 pound of body weight at your targeted weight. I really hope this video helped. If you didn't catch everything, rewatch this again and take notes, because I'm telling you, y'all, these are the keys. These are the reasons you are not gaining, and I want everybody to gain. This winter is the time we lock in, so when summer comes next year, when spring break comes next year, you gonna look lit, you feel me? So like I said, I am an online fitness coach. I help women gain muscle mass who feel lost and overwhelmed in the gym. So if you really need help getting over that hump and you just can't figure it out, my application is down below, so go ahead and fill that out, and I would love to help you start your journey. If you have any more questions about anything, or if you have an idea for my next topic in this series, then go ahead and just drop it down below, and I would love to make a video about it or help you in any way that I can. So thank you for tuning in, and I hope this series is very helpful for you guys, and I'll see you in the next episode.